Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I am here with the first review from that massive Zoya unboxing that I did a few videos ago. If you haven't seen that one, I will link it down below. But in case you missed it, Zoya sent me a beautiful care package full of polish, and the first collection that I'm going to review from that is the Autumn Sophisticates collection. This is obviously still available on their website, although they are starting to gear up for the winter collection. I feel that as soon as we catch up with autumn, then the next one is out, so it is amazing to have so much choice from all the brands, not only Zoya. But today we'll be going over the Sophisticates, and I'm going to go through them in like order that they were in the packages, because that's the order that I swatched them in. So if you want to look at the full review for Zoya, just keep watching. And I am wearing one of the Zoya lipsticks on today, and this one is Izzy, and it's just a beautiful, probably clashing with what I'm wearing a little bit, but it's a beautiful kind of like a pinky colour, pinky rosy colour. Oh, and one more thing before I get started. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that reached out and wished my son Austin a happy 2nd birthday. You can probably see from all the cards and stuff in the background, he was 2 earlier this week, so thank you for everybody that did that. I really appreciate it. Now on to the Zoyas. The way that I'm going to talk about them is from lightest to darkest, so we will start with the 3 kind of like nudie shades, and the most nude of them all is this kind of latte milky colour, and this one is called McKenna. And like I say, just a very nice milky latte colour. It does have a subtle silver shimmer to it. The silver shimmer is as subtle in the bottle as it is on the nail, so you're not getting much more than a little something. It's not like a standout, it's more of the cream with a little tiny bit of shimmer. This colour does seem to be a real trend, and we've kind of had like a latte colour in most of the collections. We had one in the OPI one, we had one in the Essie one, so this kind of is a more of a themed polish, I guess, for the season this year, that it's in trend definitely. So McKenna is going to get opaque in 2 to 3. It is very white based, therefore it's going to take more coats, so I would say 3 just to be safe. So this first one here is McKenna. We then have Beth, and Beth is this really nice kind of like pinky taupe colour with a super strong shimmer. The gold shimmer in here that you can see in the bottle is exactly what you get on the nail. Very shimmery, very, I don't know, it's like wearing a neutral, natural nail with something special, just because it is quite like light, but then you get the very strong shimmer that is so noticeable. With this one being so shimmery and the base being so light, you're definitely going to need 3 coats to get this completely opaque. Not so much of a surprise for a polish that is so shimmery and is so light. So what you're going to see in my photo is 3 coats of Beth. After Beth we have Presley, and Presley is a really nice grey toned purple with maybe 1 drop of pink in there too. This is very nice, very, I don't know, maybe a little bit different. I don't feel like we've had this from in any of the other autumn collections. A really nice just straight up cream formula. This did get completely opaque in 2, so this one here is Presley. I feel like I'm showing you these in a nice ombre like way, but this is just how they've laid them out in the boxes. After Presley we have Joni, and Joni is similar, but I would say this is more pink. It's more of a like a mid-toned grey like rose colour. I really like this one as well. I think that Presley was my favourite out of these 2, but I did like both of them. And Joni is just a straight up cream formula, completely opaque in 2 and no complaints. Hera is something slightly brighter in amongst these darker autumny colours, and it's just a really nice like raspberry pink colour. Cream formula, no shimmer, just most of this collection is just creams. There is a few with shimmer. I think I've shown most of them. I think there's 1 more in the darker shades, but the majority of them are creams. Beautiful formulas. Creams, and like Zoya does creams really well. I think that there's not many that take more than 2 coats to get opaque. So Hera is another one of those ones, nice and easy in 2. After Hera we have Padma, and Padma to me is just something dark, a darker version of Hera. It just looks a little bit more reddy, just where it is a little bit darker. I did really enjoy this one, and I thought in the bottle I wouldn't, because I'm not normally a fan of like darker raspberry colours or just darker pinks in general, but this one was really nice. So Padma, another straight up cream, completely opaque in 2. So now moving on to the darker 6 in the collection. This is actually where my favourites in this whole collection lie. I really enjoyed these darker vampy colours, a lot more than I would think. Normally vampy colours to me are very like similar. You probably don't need a lot of them. They're quite interchangeable, but I really enjoyed these. So still keeping in that kind of like raspberry purpley feel, we have Yvonne. And Yvonne is almost reminds me of Cola by Zoya, where it is kind of a brickish red, but there's definitely some brown in there. Actually, on my prompt, I put like cherry coke is what it reminds me of. This is really opaque. It's almost a one coater. I would say that if you apply one coat thick enough, it may take a little bit longer to dry because it's a thicker coat, but you may be able to get it opaque in just one. But my swatches, you are going to see 2. So 2 coats of Yvonne. Now, before I even got this collection, I saw a lot of swatches and a lot of people raving about this colour. And this one is Mona, or not Moana, which is what I want to say, but Mona. And this is beautiful. This is definitely in my top 2 of this collection. Spoiler alert, might as well talk about it now. This is stunning. Mona is opaque in just 1. And it's kind of like this deep red, brown, purple. It's like really in between a lot of colours, and I think that's why I like it. I've said in a lot of videos before that if it's a weird mix or an undescribable colour, I tend to really get drawn to those, and Mona is just beautiful. I absolutely love this one, and again opaque in 1, so can't get any better than that. 1 coat of Mona. Another colour that is indescribable in a way is Elaine, and Elaine's actually my aunt's name, so it's always quite nice when you see Zoya polishes in names of women or men that you know. So Elaine is my aunt, and this is Elaine. This is kind of like a chocolatey brown with like 1 drop of purple in here. I kept toying in between backwards and forwards whether it was a purple or whether it was a brown. It's just right in the middle there, and it just makes it slightly different than just wearing a deep chocolate brown because it is so purple toned. This one is going to take you 2. It was a slightly thinner formula than Mona, so completely opaque in 2. This one is Elaine. Moving on to another weird colour, this one is Hadley, and although this may not look weird in the bottle, to me on my nails I was totally confused to what colour it was. I went through phases thinking it was very grey, and then very blue, and then very purple. It's just very in between a lot of colours. So I've written down in my notes grey, purple, blue. I think it is more blue toned, but it is just so grey, and there's just something so different about it. I can't think of any colours by Zoya definitely that look like this. When I first saw it in the packaging, I thought it looked like Ryan, but Ryan is very, very much more blue. So another one, almost opaque in 1, but I did do 2. I'm not going to be surprised if people can say this gets opaque in 1 for them, but for me it did take 2. So 2 coats of Hadley. My other favourite in the collection was Tabitha. I've been on a real green kick at the moment, and this is a really nice dark hunter green, but it's got a very nice strong silver shimmer. Let me see if you can see it there. A very nice silver shimmer running through here, which just made it I don't know, just elevated it, made it something a little bit different. It's possibly not the most unique still. There's possibly dupes out there in other brands of this, but for me, I just really enjoyed it. So 2 coats of Tabitha. And the last one is probably my least favourite in the collection, but I am just reviewing them in the order that they're in the box, so I possibly should have not shown this one last. But this one is Gal, and Gal is this kind of like duochrome greeny olive colour. It's a real ugly pretty colour. It's super shimmery, so just like Beth earlier that I showed in the collection, it's going to take 3 coats, and it is kind of like little flecks and bits like that in it. It goes in between being like a gold to a lime colour, and I think the base is just very olivey and khaki in colour. Very ugly pretty, which I do normally like ugly pretty colours, but just for me, the shimmer, the green, I didn't like it altogether, let's just say that. So 3 coats of Gal, and this is wrapping up the last polish in this collection. That is wrapping up my review of the Zoya Sophisticates collection, which is obviously for fall and autumn of 2017. These are still available on the website and will be for quite some time. I should imagine at least till the end of the year. and you can also pick them up from Nail Polish Direct if you're in the UK. So I will link all that information down below for you if you want to grab them. Like I say, my favourites are definitely going to be, I picked up the wrong one now, they're going to be Mona, which is here, if I can do my left to right, and also then Tabitha. Those are going to be my two picks from the collection. I just think that they are stunning. And I just think in general this year it's been a very pink polish year. So I'm not surprised that there's a lot of pink in here. There's been a lot of pink in every autumn collection. There's a lot of pink in all the Christmas collections that I've seen previews of. So this kind of, although the Pantone colour of the year was green, I kind of think that this, I will think back on 2017 as the year of the pink polishes. So let me know down below which Zoyas from this collection you're going to be picking up. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.